a little later than I expected. Been having some real trouble with my YouTube channel, and it won't let me go live for some reason. I don't know whether it's a setting or whether I've upset the powers that be, or whether karma has just dealt me a cruel blow. But yeah, it's bit interesting. I've got two channels, and when I go onto one channel, I get the setup that I am used to, with the little video camera with the plus, which I can click and either have the option to upload, or that's where, what, who, have the option to upload, or the option to live stream. And then on my Maurieos channel, I've just got the option to upstream. And when I swap it all over to the where, what, who channel, I'm all good to go. So I'm just don't quite know what the hell's going on there. So yes, I'm just going to cut down the thing there. So obviously here I am live on YouTube. All right, I've got that that bit's all sort of seems to be going. And I've got one watching, which is where, what, who. I'm just going to type in the chat now, just to see what happens when the... so I'm just going to say hello to myself. So I usually do a live stream on Saturday night from round about midnight. And, oh, yes, there's where, what, who. So the chat's coming up. So, yeah, here I am, about an hour late, and... on my phone, and I'm still live streaming from my channel. So I seem to have some sort of problem with a setting or something that's got all upset. So we'll have to just see how we can sort that out. We're all good to go here on where, what, who, but not on my other channel. So yeah, very interesting. So, well, I'll just box on here. I don't, seem to have some interesting things. I've just noticed that I can flick around here and with my monitor, and here's my my Yeti speaker that I use attached to my laptop, and here's my laptop in a disgusting mess. And you can see here, if I come up, this is my my lighting. It's like a stadium lighting that I have there, and another one just round here, and that's all illuminating my my green screen here, which you can see here. I don't seem to have any control over the camera, but yeah, so just there, and there, right down there, we can go right in there like that. There's my famous Easter cup and all sorts of other paraphernalia and stuff like that. So that's all somewhat interesting. So now that's just using the front-facing camera of my thing. So I'll just turn it back here, and here I am back again with my little live stream there. So I've been having a bit... Hey, Yankees, just the man I needed to thing there. I'm on my phone. I've had a little bit of trouble with my live stream on my PC. It won't let me go to live stream and use all my fancy stuff. So I'm about an hour late, and yeah, I've yeah, a bit stressed really. I don't know what the story is. I've got one channel where it will work, and then I can get it to work on my phone, but not on my PC. And I haven't had any notifications or anything from YouTube to say I've been a naughty boy. So, yeah, I'm a bit bamboozled. Well, perhaps the phone is better than the PC. I don't know. It's somewhat intriguing anyway. So, yeah, and I've got my I'm actually got the thing on my PC as well, so I can. It's coming through all right, as you see, and there's the chat there as well, so I can do a bit of work on that. So how have you been? I hear you had a bit of a bereavement in the family, and probably took a bit of family time. So I hope that's coming right from your point of view, and you're all moving ahead. So how's I hope that all went well for you. And yeah, you sort of I haven't actually caught up with I've been very interested in the kittens. Yeah, oh that's good. Yeah, it does take time. It takes a lot of time. Yeah. Especially if they're people that you're used to seeing around from time to time. So yeah. So you're back on deck now and doing a few bits and pieces here and there, I see. And the kittens seem to be coming along well. Always you always get more. I find if I put a picture of a cat in my thumbnail or a video of a cat, I always get a few more views. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Yeah, they will be now, and they'll be quite a few weeks old. Imagine. So you'll be starting to wean them, I suppose, and yeah, get them out. Well, I imagine that you're homing them to different people, things like that. I think that's what you said was the point of view of the videos and things like that. So yeah, I had a interesting live stream last Saturday night. A couple of I can't think of their names now. They're like a husband and wife team, and they came on and we had a bit of a chat. And I oh yes yeah, well they take a place in your heart. We've got three cats here. We've got Charlie, which is the only one that we actually have ever chosen, and then we got the feral one that turned up, and then my daughter went and got one that we call hers. So but we've always had a cat, right? When we moved into the house. Oh, okay, all right. Is that your end or possibly? Yeah. We always had it. We even had a cat when we arrived here. The people that moved out left their cat behind, and so we had to we kept him for quite a while. And so just these last few days we've been reminiscing about all the cats that we had. Yeah, I've got it streaming on my PC is from here, and it looks, I don't know what the sound's like. It's a little bit grainy, but yeah, could be this end. Perhaps if I turn that off, it might get a bit more going out. I'm not sure, because that's all going well. Yeah, so we got those all yeah, been last few days we've been talking about all the different ones that we've had and their different characters and things like that. And it doesn't take long for them to sort of come up. I realise now that I can't tell the chat in the chat. Are you at home, or are you out on the river, or is the big holiday happening yet, or? Okay then. Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah. Well, I'll sort of maybe have a look and just have a little bit of a think about my week. Actually, it's been quite interesting in some ways. I've sort of I'll just get my channel up here, my other channel up here, and see if I can see what's happening there. Oh, that's that channel. I swap my channels around. Oh, that's probably not going to work. So I might just have to leave things how they were. Oh, I can look at my other channel anyway on that one. So yeah, I'm just bringing up my other channel so I can see how my week sort of panned out from what's on there. But oh, yes, here we go. Okay, yeah, alrighty. So yeah, Yankee's gone out to reboot. So it started on the Monday. On the Sunday, on the Monday, yeah, back to work. Students back on board, and yeah, all back. Okay, so you rebooted, and that's all good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a bit of a telephone man at this point. You'll be able to give me a few tips, I hope. So what's your what are your plans? Are you as I say, are you around home at the moment, or? Should I speak more slowly? It could be my end, I think. Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome. So this is part of the big the camp time, the 28 days of camping. Hey, don't you know? Oh, okay. All right. Well, you might have to stand on one leg on top of a top of a box or something. One of those situations. Wow. You typed that in pretty quick. Are you using the yeah. Are you using the voice to text or something? You seem to, that particular bit that you said there came out pretty quick. I use the voice to text myself quite a lot when nobody's around. Ah, right. Yeah, it works quite well, actually. It does. It's I just sort of feel a little bit self-conscious when I'm in a group of people and I start talking to my phone. A lot of them, yeah, yes. Oh, right. Oh, that could get you into quite a lot of trouble. I've seen quite a few little little memes and things like that that come out with the mistakes that you can make. I think the classic one I've seen is about the guy that it's a story where instead of typing Wi-Fi, you might have seen it, instead of typing Wi-Fi, it typed wife, and so this guy told his neighbor how he'd been using his Wi-Fi for the last 3 or 4 months, and that he was feeling very guilty. And then he heard a shot come from the neighbor, and he says, "Oh, sorry, autocorrect. It meant to be Wi-Fi." That was yeah. It's I don't know whether you've seen that one around the traps. I've seen it a couple of times. Quite amusing one. There's quite a few other ones too. But, yeah. Oh well, you'll be in your element then. Bit of fishing and hunting. Are you hungry or well fed? It would be the thing, the hunter-gatherer sort of scenario, I suppose. Out there, looking after yourself. Oh, okay. Is there quite a bit of sort of wild, quite a variety of stuff? There's a guy, I think he's one of your guys. He came on last week, actually, African Adventure, or can't remember exactly what the name was, but yeah, he puts up little wildlife clips of giraffes and elephants and snakes and all sorts of things. He's quite good. Quite amazed at how much stuff there is round where he is, and quite awesome. Yeah, I was the couple that came on last week. Well, I forget what their name is, but I was showing them a thing that we have over here called a thermette, which is sort of a water jacketed. Hey, CSGO, hello, welcome. How are you? You going all right? I haven't heard. I see you've been posting a few videos lately, but I haven't had a good check out of your channel just recently. But yeah, and I can't. I could have a quick look and see what we can get up, drum up there. Okay. All right. Nothing exotic, but you have beaver, raccoon, groundhog, muskrat, deer, possum, squirrel, grey, herring, wood ducks, geese, and so. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. CSGO, you haven't been there for a while. Oh well, everyone has different things that are occurring in their lives and what have you. So priorities and all that sort of stuff. So what are you doing at the moment? You got big plans for the day, or I'm just trying to find you, CSGO. Normally I would bring up the channel with my thing and see what's going, but sort of a bit stymied in that department today, with having a few problems with my that didn't go so well. Whatever it was I was doing there. I must type it here. CSGO Limited. So I'm just trying to type and find your channel and just have a bit of a look. Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, so you've put a few things in. A few little bits and pieces of stuff there that you've been doing. I'll just go back there. All right. Yes, I remember. Yeah, I remember. I've talked to you before about various things. I think you're the yeah. You're the guy that are you the guy that the teacher made you take down your channel or something? Was that a problem? Was that the one? Or something happened and you had a bit of a problem with the channel? Was that my memory? I'm not too sure. But what have you been up to? Oh, you're looking at this. Oh, right. Yes. I was right. Yeah, okay. So you haven't been upsetting any teachers lately then, or you're keeping in the good books, I hope? Always a bit of fun. So, yeah, what have you been up to? Oh, that's funny. You've done a video 3 weeks ago on ASMR. I was just a couple of my students okay. Oh, we'll see how we go, Yankee. Yeah, I'm not I'm not that big on the typing actually, but I'm good at the talking and not so good at the typing. Yeah. So I'll see. Yeah, ASMR. That's the first time I've seen that. Well, I was just talking about that on Friday with some of my students because they were talking about mukbang or something, and we had a bit of a discussion about that, and then one of them talked about ASMR. So yeah, I don't know too much about it, but quite interesting. I'll probably, now I've got it there in writing, I'll check out your little your video there and see how we go. Yeah. So anything? Oh, right. Oh, a bit of a oh, okay, bit of a spoof, or yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Oh, that'll be a bit of fun. Well, it'll be a starting point for me anyway to do a little bit of research and see what comes of it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, we all do a little bit of comedy here and there. Try and make things keep people amused and what have you. So yeah, that's all good. All righty. All right, and you got what are you up to today? It'll be Saturday for you, I suppose. So you've got a some plans going forward. Maybe get out and about and meet some people or do some videos or something like that. keep yourself busy. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, the Yankees out there looking for wildlife. So, yeah. I'm HBU. I'm not up with that one. I might have to have a look at that. HBU. I've lost. You've got me there. I know a few of them. Yeah, HBU meaning. Okay, I'm in the Urban Dictionary. That could be a bit dangerous. How about you? Oh, okay, right. I'm on track now. I've learned something. Well, yes, I'm. Well, it's actually 1:30 a.m. in the morning here, so I'm planning to maybe get a little bit of sleep. Planning to get a little bit of sleep after this, and then I've head up, and I've got got to go up to the hospital in the morning for I have an infusion every couple of weeks, so I'm going in to do that, and then I'll get back by about lunchtime, and then I better get some schoolwork ready for next week, because I'm way behind. So probably a bit of marking and a bit of make a couple of videos and just get ready for Monday, really. It's pretty busy at the moment, one way and another. So I might get out and mow a little bit of lawn just to give myself some exercise. But yeah, so I'll have a pretty full day. Okay, yeah, good to catch up with you too. Thanks very much. And yeah, I'll check out that ASMR video and see if I can find out a bit more of that. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Oh, do I talk to myself? I find that is the time when I do a lot of thinking. I solve a lot of the world's problems when I'm mowing the lawns. It's working out quite well. I used to mow the lawns every couple of weeks, and now I'm doing my exercise thing, and yeah, and they're looking really good. They're looking sort of mowed all the time. I'm sort of mowing them weekly, probably even less than that, and yeah, they're looking really good, and they're starting to grow, starting to get more dense. But I certainly solve a lot of the world's problems. Yeah. Oh, no, it's very therapeutic from that point of view. And yeah, you can have a bit of a chat and do all sorts of things. It's yeah. So I do a little bit each day, and I find it. I've found yeah, it's good, and it makes me get out and do something. It's quite energizing, actually. I come home from work and got to get a pair of shorts on and a t-shirt and get out there and fire up the mower. I got home a bit late the other evening, and the sun, like where we live, that there's to the west of us, there's a range of hills called the Hakramata Hills, and so I was driving home. Oh, holy! Well, yeah, I have. Well, my total property is 1,600 square meters, which is about a third of an acre. So I have actually got a ride-on mower, but it's out of commission at the moment. Well, it has been for quite some time. I'm thinking of getting it fixed. So I just have a mulching mower, so it doesn't have a catcher on it to pick up the grass. But when I first started, we used to have a mower with a catcher, and I had it used to take me 3 hours to mow the lawns, and we have I don't know whether you have them over there, but they're called we call them the wool packs or wool bales. So they're probably about a cubic meter, and I suppose it'd be a metre by a metre by a metre, yeah. And so you can buy those. They're just made out of Hessian or Bradis or whatever you want to call it. And so I'd fill those up, put them on the wheelbarrow, and we'd dump them across the road. And it used to take 3 hours to mow the lawn. But there's also our streets here, that where we live, the streets, instead of the normal, well, it's normal for here, instead of normal 20 metres wide, are actually 30 metres wide. And so we have large areas outside, and it probably used to take me an hour just to mow the grass outside my property. But yeah, so oh, the old rotor goat. Rotor goat. Hey, works hard. Yeah, good to hear from you. Yeah, I appreciate that you're yeah, I'm a bit later today and there, but yeah, you've had some fun comments during the week. I've really enjoyed Smash the like button. Yes, I've made that video in your honour. If you want a copy of it, I can send it through. I had a lot of fun making it, actually. I was watching America's Got Talent, and I watched that particular thing, and I thought, because I was looking for a picture of people smashing a button, and I saw that one. Oh, that's the one. It's got to be that. So I downloaded it from things, and yeah, it was awesome. I thought, I know who will like this. And then you're watching Web Crap of the Week at work as well, I hear. Okay, Yankees, thanks very much. Appreciate your there. And yeah, don't hurt yourself getting down out of that tree. Alrighty. And works hard. You've got to head away soon as well. So that's all good. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your support. Wonderful support that you give me and my channel. So yeah, great stuff. Always good. So yeah, I've been going 32 minutes. So I can potter along. Yeah. That's all. Oh, yeah. I've had some trouble. Did you said to me no live streaming? It wasn't any reason at your end, or was it just that I hadn't done that? Because I've been unable to live stream off my channel. I've had a bit of a problem, and I wasn't sure whether perhaps you knew something that I didn't. Anyway, have a good day, and yeah, we'll catch you. All good. Alrighty, and I've got people are smashing that like button left, right, and centre. Okay, well, that's marvellous. So, well, what was I? Oh, I was talking about my lawn mowing. My lawns are looking really good. But one of the things I'm about to do, and I vlogged about that today, I've just bought myself, well, I've ordered a GoPro Hero 6. So I'm hoping that will come through in next few days. So that will enhance my vlogging toolkit and give me some opportunities to do some some things a little bit differently. So yeah, that'll be will be pretty marvelous sort of stuff. So I'll just continue, I guess, with my review of the week. That might help if you've been following through on my channel. That we can yeah, just see what happens. So oh, there we go. There's my channel there, and my little live stream, which I may be able to adjust up a little bit and rescue the situation. But unfortunately, yeah, don't know what's gone wrong there. So we'll have to sort that out. So let's just see if we can have a look at some of my videos and just recount some of the things that happened during the week and give them a little bit of further background and stuff like that. So Yeah. As they say, I guess the show must go on. So had a bit of trouble with my live stream. I'm still to sort that out. I hope I can get that sorted out next week. And I had to fall back onto my phone, and that's where you find me now. So, yeah. So let's see what's going here with my videos, and that's all my videos there. So. Alrighty, so on the Sunday, I guess, last Sunday I did my on location video. So I got my stuff out on my little laptop and out on my back porch and did a video from there with a bit of live background in there, and that's sort of inspired me in some ways to go down the GoPro track. I thought it would be good to have that and see if I can get a bit of B-roll and stuff, or whatever they call it, going on in the background. So that's been a bit of fun and games. So that was on the as I say, that was on the Sunday. And then, of course, on Monday, I went through for my bone density scan, the old bone density scan. That was quite intriguing, a new development for me. Because of the steroids that I take, they can have a bit of an effect on your bone density, apparently. And so I had to go in for a bone scan, and I also take another medication called residronate, which is supposed to do something for my bones as well. So anyway, I went in and had my bone scan and sat down there, and they scanned a few bits and pieces, and then had the pictures up straight away, and they said, my bones are above average, which is pretty good. And this doesn't look like I'll be getting any hip operations, and things shouldn't break too readily, apparently. That was one of the best bits of news on the medical front I've ever had, I think. That was Monday was good, awesome, really. I quite enjoyed that. So that was a bit of a positive experience. And then Tuesday, I had a marvelous day on Tuesday out in the field. I think it was a beautiful sunny day. Tuesday's a practical day out in the field with my students, and we did a little exercise there. It turned out as well as can be expected. And Wednesday, beautiful sunny day there once more. Sunny day. I could see the weather pattern was good, so I looked up the weather map, and sure enough, there was an big H going right across the Tasman from Australia to New Zealand. So I knew that we were in for some pretty good weather. And that was on the Wednesday, indoor day that day, 2 days, giving my weekly lecture to my surveying students. The same lecture twice. Well, it's never the same. Nothing like a live show, I tell them. And that was Wednesday, pretty good sort of day. And then I got a couple of students asked me a mathematical question about turning points, so cranked out a video of that. And then on Thursday we had the the interview. That was quite funny, quite a coincidence. About 2 years ago, I had a student called Sean, and we did an interview, and it was we called it Between Two Cones, because of in the same vein as the Jake Galifianakis Between Two Ferns series of videos, which were, quite amusing, I guess, and what have you. And anyway, these young guys, they were both called Sean. I've actually got 3 Seans in one of my classes, and all spelt the same, the Irish Sean, S-E-A-N. And whereas the other one was an S-H-A-U-N, or probably an English version. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, they wanted me to talk to them about structural engineering, which I'm a surveyor, so structural engineering is not my forte. But anyway, they gave me a few questions and we set up this interview, and it was quite good. I set it up again with my little laptop and the webcam, and we were outside in the field. It was a cracking day, beautiful day, and we got all set up and did the interview, and it, didn't turn out too bad. Got it all up and going and what have you. So, it was very pleasing, and they were very good. And so we put that up to YouTube and created the thumbnail around it and what have you. And then I used I put the interview up, and then I used that was the highlight of my day, that Thursday, really, which then brought us to Friday. And another group of students this time, and Friday was a pretty cracking day as well, weather-wise. And I got the students all set up and working, and I found myself sitting on a seat in the sun, thinking to myself, it doesn't get much better than this. It's a great day in the office. I call it my office, or a lot of it's a bit of a in-joke with surveyors. We talk about the office, and we might put up a photo if we get to some picturesque place or some particularly interesting destination. Great day in the office. Either that or we're outstanding in our field, but anyway, so I thought, I'd like to get a photo of this, but I didn't. I got one of my students to take it, but the lighting was not too good. And then one of the students, I looked around and she was getting into the photo. I don't know what was going on. And I said, this is going on YouTube. And she held up the bit of paper and put it over checked that the photo was all right. So, yeah, it was very interesting. But so it's a bit funny. So I used that as my thumbnail for that video. And there's a caption contest, as it turns out. So we got a very student-friendly caption out of it. I think it turned out quite well, actually. Thanks to Works Hard, who's just been on. I forgot to thank her for that. But no, that was really, really awesome. So, which Friday, of course, Web Crap of the Week. Now, it wasn't a lot of web crap available this week, to be honest. A few bits and pieces. I thought it was building nicely during the week, but when I had a look at it, and there's various websites and things that I look at and go to and get sorted and that, and it's just as I see them each week, I load them into a file, and then come Friday I download them all into WebCrap and make WebCrap of the Week. So wasn't a lot of them. Well, it didn't seem to be a lot of them, but we put it together and got it out. 9 minutes 23, so it's pretty good. Usually web crap's around 10 minutes, although last week I think it was 21 minutes. It was quite long. There was a heap. But I noticed that most of the web crap was all coming from the one location. So they were the blog that I watched. They must have been had a whole series of them from that location. Were drip feeding them in day by day, and then I was picking them up and putting them in. But yeah, they all fell into the category of you've got one job. So yeah. I don't quite know what's going on there. So, yeah, we'll... anyway, we got the web crap of the week out and got it all fun, and got a good bit of news, actually. During the week, my son and daughter-in-law and their young boy, Isaac, who's Isaac the kid, page and web crap of the week might be coming over to New Zealand towards the end of the year, so that's going to be good to catch up with them all again. Young Isaac will be possibly a year or so older now, so that'll be a bit of fun to catch up with him and see how he's progressing. Yeah, so that's good. And then that actually brings us to Saturday, and yeah, well, I'm up to the hospital and had my infusion this morning. I came back and yeah, had a few little bits and pieces to eat, although I wasn't tummy wasn't feeling too good after that, so I cracked out and mowed a little bit of lawn and what have you, and yeah, bit of energy was expended, and then came back in and been working away on yeah, my videos and this and that, and I'm still as far behind with my marking and things as I was at the start of the day, but never mind, it's coming up to 2 a.m. and yeah, a bit of an hour delay getting started. So I just got to try and sort out my YouTube channel here to see if I can get it live streaming again without any problems. So that's going to be quite interesting to see how that goes. I don't quite know how to do that. It's sort of telling me that I'm not signed up to Chrome, although the other channel is. So I guess I'll have to report back about that. But so I've decided, as I said, to buy a GoPro Hero 6, and I'm going to use that, well, hopefully to do various bits and pieces of video. And I'm thinking that might be a little bit more, quite discreet and perhaps a little easier to use than my phone. So I'm also, in terms of my vlog going forward, so I've ordered it today, and I'm thinking, well, it'll arrive on some day, so we can maybe talk a little bit about the arrival, and then possibly do an unboxing Maureo style, which is something I haven't done before, so that might be that might be interesting. I don't even know how I'm going to do that with my OBS software and the webcam, and trying to fit it all together. But well, that's a challenge that we'll meet, which will hopefully be revealed sometime during next week, and hopefully time when I've got time to do that. I think I might have to use my webcam and then use another webcam off my laptop. So that'll all be very interesting. So yeah, well, good. see what happens there. So then once we unbox the GoPro, I suppose, then we've got to do some bits of video and try and include them into into the mix without doing too much editing. So I generally tend to try and incorporate it into the OBS software. So probably be doing bits and pieces of video as B-roll, and then just showing that in the background and talking over it as I sort of do with my phone. But we might be able to do a little bit more exciting stuff with the GoPro, and I also might be able to do a combination of things as well. So having two cameras might be interesting. There's also going to be a little bit of setup time involved as well, and sort of getting the GoPro to go, and getting various accessories in the way of handles and selfie sticks and that little sort of getting it so it can go on tripods and get set up and that sort of thing. And I've also been looking at trying to live stream with a GoPro. That doesn't look quite like a thing, but I have found I may be able to stream into the OBS with a GoPro. There looks like there might be some options there. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but I've been looking at a few things, so that might be a bit of fun. And yeah, I'm sort of quite looking forward to that. So that's going to give me my vlog topics mostly for next week will be around that, but we'll see what other highlights come up during the day, I guess. So yeah, interesting times ahead for the Mario vlogs in this week. And well, we're up to vlog number 381. So in 19 days time we will be cracking into the 400s. That's 400 consecutive days of vlogging. So I guess we might have a small celebratory something. I'm not sure. Some interesting things have been happening with regards to subscriptions. I've sort of just quietened down on the chasing the subscriptions and going to the various sites where I can go, and just let subscriptions sort of ebb and flow as they do, based on what people want or don't want, or whatever. So that's been quite interesting. Largely my subscriptions have been, certainly they're off the peak. They've declined below, well, they're not at their highest that they've ever been. So, but they sort of ebb and flow a little bit. And I've looked at, I'm just looking now at maybe, let me think now, Maureo, and I've got 656 subscribers. Now, I think I did get up over 660, but 656 subscribers there. And in my other channel, or Where What Who, yeah, I was up to, I think, 115 there at the peak. But I'll just yeah, I don't quite know. Oh, can we get to there? My channel, Where What Who. So now I think I'm at 108 or so. So just dropping off slightly, but generally the engagement is pretty much the same. I've got a few very strong supporters who I really appreciate the time and effort that they put into just supporting me and coming and having a look at the vlog and commenting. And well, I hope they get something out of it. Well, it achieves what they want. So yeah, that's how it all sort of fits together. And yeah, interesting. So we're trying to just trying to come to terms with all that. I think there's definitely a number of different things there. I'm laughing. My watches have just gone down to 0 because I was watching with my other channel, Where, What, Who, and I just stopped watching. So I'll just go back and have a look, and I can click in and just return. So yeah, there I am. I'm back, and it'll should come up with one person watching, which is me. So very there I go. I'm back. That's a bit of a bag. I should send myself a text saying I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I am Where, What, Who. So just in case you wanted to know. And I've come back and started watching myself. So this is almost like a conversation with myself, a reflection. It's almost like out mowing the lawns, watching. So I'm going to, I call it maurieos hour. So I always try to do an hour. It's always a little bit more exciting than well, it's a matter of opinion. But I usually with my PC, I've got different backgrounds and things like that. So that's going to be a bit of fun trying to get my channel back on stream again. I just don't know what's gone on there. It sounds like a setting issue, but I'm unable to confirm or deny that. I just really need to try and sort it out. It's strange. I don't know what I've done, or whether it's perhaps if I turn it off and let it settle down for a bit, it might come right. But definitely a bit of a problem. If anyone does know the story of these, yeah, that would be rather interesting. So yeah, so coming up, 1 more minute, and that will be my hour, maurieos hour number 8. And then I can wait for that to process and put a bit of a, use my actual thumbnail for it. And yeah, and all we've got in the background is my green screen. I suppose I could pick up the video and edit everything out and put backgrounds and things in there if I so desired, but that sounds like a hell of a lot of effort. So I've managed to get it done. I think that's the best I can say about this one. And I've done it on my phone here, so coming up for an hour. So I'll just wait till the hour ticks over, and then we'll call it a early morning. All good. Cheers. See you.